Snoop took a poop, and then Bow Wow licked it all up. Rapper Snoop Dogg released a new video this week depicting the mock assassination of President Trump. After an innocent man is gunned down by a cop in the video, Snoop gets his revenge by pointing a toy gun at a clown version of the president and then pulling the trigger. It's genius. President Trump responded on where else? Twitter. He said, "Can you imagine what the outcry would be if Snoop Dogg, failing career and all, had aimed and fired the gun at President Obama? Jail time." You know, it sounds kind of familiar.
Even if you bring up the corollary, people will be upset.
Right.
Kid Rock pulling a gun on President Obama.
Yep.
How about doing that? So it's like, where is the liberal outrage when it comes to civility?
You're welcome, Mr. President. Anyway, that tweet from Mr. Trump led rapper Lil Bow Wow, or as I like to call him, who? He tweeted this attack on the First Lady. Ayo, real Donald Trump, shut your punk up talking about my Uncle Snoop Dogg before we pimp your wife and make her work for us. Now, yes, that deserves a boo, audience booers. All right, stop with the booing. Later, he deleted the tweet. Oh, well, at least Bow Wow, a.k.a. loser, a.k.a. sad loser, a.k.a. pathetic little loser, trended on Twitter, and he didn't even have to die. Not that anyone would notice, of course. All right. Period. Lou, you know a lot about this kind of arena. I want to. What is your take? What is your take on the Snoop Bow Wow controversy?
Well, I've given this a lot of thought, and Greg, I pretty much, well, I lost interest in Snoop after the Dogg father, although I enjoyed his work with Dr. Dre on The Chronic. After that, to be honest, I drifted into a very heavy Wu-Tang phase. I entered the Wu-Tang and truly lost myself in those 36 chambers. For further reference, I have Wu-Tang forever. Actually, tattooed on my ankle.
But you weren't expecting that, were you, Greg?
I think the show's over.
Yeah.
We're gonna end it early. We're all gonna go home and say, "Dad, yeah, that was." I don't even want to ask you another question.
Well, I don't have many answers, so this is working out.
Nice. All right, Lauren, I don't like exercising my outrage muscles because I know it's always going to come back and hurt me. I'm always going to end up saying something stupid. But the only reason why this bugs me is because it apparently doesn't bug anybody else on the other side. It's like the corollary. If you had said that about Michelle Obama, you would lose your job. I guess he doesn't have a job to lose, though.
No, but look, I think this is a free speech issue, and if you put Donald Trump in one of his videos, then that's his message as an artist, and
right.
I'm fine with that. But if you're looking to, you know, Snoop Dogg or Little Bow Wow as your moral compass, I mean, this is a man whose greatest hits, you know, included telling women to scrotum.
Yes.
Scrotum? Is that the plural?
I think that is scroti.
So I think that's where, you know, that's where I don't understand the outrage. Like, these are rappers.
What do you expect?
What do you expect?
That is an interesting point, Kat. Well, I'm now switching over to Kat.
Oh.
Because I think I've heard enough from you.
He's done with you.
I'm done with you. Kat, they benefit from lowered expectations.
Yeah,
right?
Well,
a rapper can say whatever he wants because, oh, they're just rappers. Isn't that insulting to the average rapper who might want to say something nice for a change?
Well,
why aren't they rapping about nice things, Kat?
Well, Snoop has been appearing a lot with Martha Stewart.
Right.
So on Snoop and Martha, so maybe he needed to like re-badass things a little bit for himself. I mean, you know, how do we even know that that was Donald Trump, though? You know, that could have been anybody that class.
Yeah, that's true.
It could have been anybody.
That is true.
It's, again, like you said, free speech issue. It doesn't really bother me, I guess. It's, you know, the Lil Bow Wow thing is really atrocious.
Yeah.
Because, like, the jury is no longer out on whether or not you should pimp women.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, whether or not that's a good thing to do.
Yeah.
Then he deleted the tweet, like, oh, whoops, my bad.
Well, what
I guess
self-respecting pimp deletes the tweet?
Exactly.
That's exactly right.
He's not a Bow Wow. He's not a Bow Wow. He's a meow meow.
Yeah, that's...
You're gonna get a
Like
lot
sex trafficking in your tweet? All right.
Yeah.
You're going to go with that?
I think I better
Bow
delete
Wow?
it. But his latest tweet, Terry, he says he's okay because he's with God.
Yeah, of course.
And he went to the movies.
Yeah, so if you're a man and your name starts with an L apostrophe IL, you're in trouble. You were going with that for a while, Little Greg.
Little Greg.
It didn't work.
No, it didn't because I was little.
It didn't work because it's just not going to work.
It would have been funny if I was large and it was Little Greg.
But you actually bring up a good point about the outrage muscles. I feel like with all the crap that we see, and it is pretty considerable, we have to be careful on the right to not do that whipcord, whiplash, knee jerk thing. One more thing. So what Trump should do to maintain it? Yeah, well,
Go ahead.
the thing about I don't know what's wrong with me. So
turning into Paul Lynde there.
By the way, my point was Trump again to make himself a smaller target should just do something like instead of tweeting your career sucks, blah, blah, he should just say, hey man, I thought you were great in old school.
Yeah.
Just and that's it. And it'd actually be mocking Snoop Dogg because I think that might have been the last movie he was in, and it was a long time ago. And that was it.
That would have been funny. Or like your last great album was The Godfather.
Yeah, loved you in. Just say something snarky like loved you in blank, and then just actually quote Lou Dobbs.
Quote Lou.
Ask Lou what Lou thinks about
it. When all else fails, you quote the Dobbs.
If you ever
I had that tattoo on my lower back.
Honest, I'm still trying to figure out.
That way, only a few people see it. Anyway,
I'm still trying to figure out the coincidence on the number of times you're going to need the plural for scrotum.
You never know, Lou. You never know.
I guess
we needed it today. Where
is this happening?
That's exactly right.
We needed it today.
I have never once heard
The part of the show where I start hitting my own face.
Hey, you know what? I asked Bow Wow to come on this show, and he said he didn't respond. So there you go. He's busy crying. All right.